or you're trying to give your ideas about why something at work isn't going well. You don't want the person to be offended. So you're going to use some of these phrases to kind of soften your speech, have it come off as less harsh, because we know in English, American English speakers especially don't speak very harshly or very bluntly. Of course, we're not dishonest, but we don't like being so blunt, like, this is bad. Like, it's not the best. So let's give you some ideas of the invisible phrases you'll start to pick up once I tell you them. The first one, so many English speakers say this way too much. We say, I mean. What does this mean? So we're using this to kind of soften our ideas. Let's say someone doesn't understand exactly what we're saying, and we say, well, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, or I mean, it's not a bad idea, but so it's just used to kind of soften or clarify what you're saying. So you're not trying to offend them. So you say, I mean, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but, and then you say, your criticism in a light way, hopefully not too harsh. Another way we use this phrase is we say, well, what I mean is. This is how you're going to clarify your statement. What I mean is, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. What I mean is, it's not a bad idea. You can use either one of these phrases. A lot of times in English, instead of saying the problem, you'll hear us say the thing.
The thing is.
So the thing is, the due date is today. So instead of saying the problem is, the due date's today, like we're way behind, we would say, the thing is, the project's due today. So you're kind of introducing the problem in a softer way here as well. I'm sure you've heard English speakers say this. Hopefully you haven't been confused, but now you'll know exactly what we mean when we say the thing or the thing is. When we want to emphasize something, maybe it's not necessarily a problem, but we just want to make sure that the person is paying attention to it. We might tell them, hey, the point is. The point is that the project is due today. The point is we don't have much time left to finish the project. So you're not saying a problem here, you're just kind of emphasizing that due date or that urgency. And of course, you've probably heard the phrase at the end of the day.
The end of the day?
And a lot of times English speakers just use this to kind of summarize everything, to kind of wrap up what they're talking about. And they don't even realize that they use it so much. If you listen to English speaking podcasts, you'll hear this all the time. At the end of the day, it's kind of like summarizing your thoughts or saying, I'm not going to ramble on too much about this. At the end of the day, this is all that matters. Now that we've talked about some phrases that English speakers just naturally use to clarify or help someone understand what they're saying, let's talk about some phrases that can help them add information on. A really